Hello everybody, Phil's the Great Turtle here, and welcome to Shadow of Mordor. Now, I'm going to start off by saying I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, so I was going to like this game anyways, but I just absolutely love this game, just absolutely love it. Now, I have played a bit, so if you were to start the game, my map looks different than yours because, well, it is different. This is the second area. I don't know if they eventually all become interconnected or if I just have to travel between them. Which, that could be what this is. Yeah. Alright. So here's how this works. I'm just going to try to tell you some stuff I know about the game, how the upgrade system works, whatnot. And because I tend not to talk too much when I'm in the middle of the combat, I'm going to try to give you all of that information, then go into combat. And then if I remember anything at the end, I'll share it. So let's start off with this. This is a checkpoint. You climb this and you turn into your Wraith form, which is Celebrimbor here, this guy. Been dead a long time. Okay. And they function as fast travel points, and if you're ever to leave your game, it would save it and you'd be put right back on top of this tower, or the nearest tower. Now, I do believe, if you've ever looked at the game at all, you've probably seen this. Now, the spots here are the Uruks I've killed. But, there are these war chiefs at the top, and you don't get to find out anything about them without first interrogating either a captain or a Uruk that has an intel icon on him. Ooh, that guy looks tough. Not as tough as that guy, though. Anyways, it plays out almost exactly like I expected it to when I saw the E3 trailers and how they were talking about the game. The only thing is you don't start out with all the abilities that they showed. That's something you earn as you go on. And it starts out rather easy, but it starts to pick up. So let's look at this guy here. If I were to hunt him down, because he's a war chief, to get to war chiefs, you have to do specific missions, which is what this is right here. I have to rampage through his stronghold to draw him out, which means I probably got to kill a certain amount of enemies within a certain time. Now, if you know their identity and their weaknesses and strengths, you can take full advantage of it. So he's invulnerable to stealth takedowns. They can be invulnerable to combat finishers, ranged attacks. They can be invulnerable to all three at the same time. And they'll get these different abilities. When they kill you, they get stronger, and there are also events that happen around the map between Uruks. You know, this Uruk is trying to kill this Uruk, or this Uruk is trying to recruit more Uruks, and there'll be these kind of events that'll go on, and you can drop in at any time and be like, hey, I'm gonna mess you up. However, if they kill you, or if you fail to mess them up, they grow in power. And anytime you get into a fight with one of these guys, if you don't brand him or kill him before they get away, if they try to retreat, they also grow in power. And fears, there are hatreds and fears. Hatreds are horrible to deal with because it basically gives the Uruk rapid healing. Fears nullify their invulnerabilities as far as I know. I don't know if it does anything to these kind of things, like the charge and attack in a straight line. I don't think it does, but it definitely gets rid of invulnerabilities. So you don't instantly kill them when you do a stealth takedown, but you can still do damage by doing it. I'll make him my target. And no, I don't want to. I'll make some other Uruk my target. Let's make... yeah, this guy. This guy looks nice and strong. He's got some sort of event going on with this guy. Yeah, one of these two is ambushing the other. And so if I drop in on that, I can either mess it up or make it a lot worse for me. Then you have your weapons, which all you have is the sword, the bow, the dagger. Now, however, you can equip these different runes, which you get by killing orc chieftains, And these runes do different things, and they can be really useful. Sometimes you get some that are like, eh, but then you get some that are like, ooh. You know, it all depends on how you play. If you build your character, you can spend a lot of your time as an archer. The dagger is stealth. The sword is just straight up combat. The archer is both stealth and combat from ranged. And you start out with like 1 or 2 slots for each weapon, and you have to spend Miron, which is what this is, to add new slots. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button there. Alright. Here are your upgrades. Every time you gain... let me talk about this first. The reason this power bar, that's what this is power, is all the way full, is it kind of functions like level. You have to be at a certain power level to access this tier. So power level, 2 is this 2 tier, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I've unlocked all the tiers, so it just went to 0 and stopped. Now, you also have experience, which you get for killing things or completing missions that might be around. And you get, every time you gain a level, you get an ability point. And you can spend that on all of these things. Something to keep in mind, though, is you can't see it now, but there's probably about 6 of these different abilities that are unlocked by playing the campaign. So you don't have to spend any points in them, I don't think. But you can't ever unlock them if you don't do anything with the campaign. It's a little sad. This is where you spend your Miron. This is where you can increase your maximum health. Elf Shot, which is what you use. It's the ammo for your bow and for special abilities like the teleporting. Focus, which is what slows time. And then this is where the this is where the rune slots are. Here's the ones for the sword, the bow, and the dagger. And then there are these things, which are kind of like a late game awesomeness, which you could use in a desperation, It turns you into a bad to the bone person, This is unlimited finishers, this is, unlimited focus and arrows. And this makes you invisible so you can just perform stealth kills for 20 seconds. Each of those lasts for only 20 seconds. I meant to go on to this page, the last page here. Okay, yeah, this just shows your story progression. And then you have the appendices, which are just like in any game where you can read stuff. You can read about blue milk, whatever the heck, oh, it's some sort of fungi. Okay, So I selected a target. Now, he pops up on my mini-map. I'm gonna go get him. But keep in mind, my character is strong. So, you can't do that right off the bat. You have to wait. You don't get to claim these guys that easily either. You can still claim them. You unlock different abilities. The ability to brand enemies and make them work for you. That comes later on. You have to unlock that. Combat finishers is like the first thing you will unlock. So all the cool stuff you saw isn't there right off the bat, but it doesn't take too long to get it. Have these missions. And these missions work. The red ones are just Uruks messing with other Uruks, like this one is a surprise attack. The yellow ones that you might have saw on my map are quest related. And those for the story when completed.
This looks like a nice spot for a bite. Bring out the soft skin meat! Ambush! Oh, these always get my blood hot! I will make a drum of this traitor's skin! Kill them all! gone wrong? He fights his own!
I can't see it.
Kill it! Eat its flesh! Man filth! I was saving my blade for another, but how can I resist giving it to you instead? We'll have to find a fight somewhere else.
Take it.
This guy recognise that move. Today, we shall be anointed in your blood.
Because he must be immune to combat finishes.
Once we kill this
Alright, that's it.
came from nowhere.
I see, because the other guy wasn't here.
He wasn't so tough. Ha!
See. Or if he was here, I never saw him. Yeah, well, anyways. Let's see there, I picked up another ruin off the ground after killing the captain. I absolutely love this game. I mean, it's beautiful looking, and it's overall well done. It seems to line up with the lore of the Lord of the Rings rather well. I mean, I am not saying that's perfectly accurate, but I haven't found anything that I can necessarily just say, nope, that's wrong. Because Celebrimbor did exist, and I do believe Sauron did teach him how to make rings. Though I think in that they said he forged, in this game they forged the ring for him. But I don't know if he actually ever did that.
You should keep your distance from me.
Nobody saw a thing, except that last guy, but he didn't react fast enough. So I mean, that's kind of how it works. So you can be tactical about it, you can sneak up on people, you can use the bow and shoot guys, you can brand. I freed it. I'm out of elf shot though. The only big downside I've ever had to this game, however, is you attack your allies. So, like, you claim you branded an Uruk. You're in the middle of a fight and he's fighting alongside you because, you know, whatever, you're using him. Well,
So many bloody pigskins stinking up Fort Hall. Ain't so bad. There's so many of them they don't even miss.
oh cool, I didn't know how to do
like
that.
doing some torture on a quickly. Still, it's tired of yelling at them all and making sure they don't.
Ta-da.
Thank you. You hear that?
There we go, talk to this guy. Can find out information about whoever I feel like.
Someone's sneaking about. Catch that slave! This is your right. It's a cat.
Oops, sorry. But, you know, so I find it really cool. I can't think of anything else. I mean, I've got a lot of main quests right now because I'm in like I'm gonna call it the second act of the game, and where I have to brand the war chiefs to draw out the bigger villains. So hopefully that gives you some idea of what this game's like, and I could do a walkthrough. I'm not planning on it, but I could do a walkthrough. I could start a new game and start playing it and show some different things and talk about it a little bit more in depth. But I think that should be about it. I absolutely love the game. If you were to buy it for $60, I would say it'd be worth every penny. They did an excellent job on this. An absolutely excellent job. But it may not be your cup of tea, so all that said and done, hopefully this was helpful. Have a good day, everybody.